Greetings, fellow Frag Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's video is going to be a horror movie review. Some might not call this a horror movie, but it was directed by a very well-known horror movie director who had a ton of genre titles under his belt. Unfortunately, he passed away earlier this year, and this is not only a review of this film, but I also wanted to do a little tribute to the late great Stuart Gordon. He passed away on March 24th of this year. He had organ failure. That was all the information I could find out about what caused him to pass away at the age of 72. But Stuart Gordon is known for many awesome genre titles, not including Reanimator, Robot Jox, The Pit and the Pendulum, From Beyond, Daughter of Darkness, Dolls, and Castle Freak. But the film I'm going to talk about today is one of his lesser known films, and it's actually one of the last films he directed. This film came out in 2007. I saw it on Shudder a number of years ago. I was attracted to it because Mena Suvari is in it, who I knew from American Beauty and the American Pie films. The name of the movie is Stuck. And it also features Stephen Ray. A lot of people might know him from movies like Interview with the Vampire. He was also in The Crying Game. He's been in quite a few films. Terrific actor. And what makes this movie even more fascinating is that it is inspired by a real life event that happened in 2001. So the plot for Stuck centers around Brandy, a hard-partying, overworked nursing assistant who accidentally hits Thomas Bardot, a deadbeat, recently evicted man who ends up stuck in her car's windshield. Not wanting to jeopardize a possible job promotion, she chooses not to get him medical help, leaving him clinging to life in her garage. Brandy tries to figure out what she is going to do, while Thomas tries to free himself knowing that his time is running out. The cast, you have Mena Suvari as Brandy Bosky, you have Stephen Ray as Thomas Bardot, Russell Hornsby as Rashid, Rukia Bernard as Tanya, and Carolyn Purdy-Gordon as Peterson. The movie was based on a story by Stuart Gordon, and the screenplay was done by John Stryzik, and the movie was directed by Stuart Gordon. The movie is inspired by real-life events that took place in Fort Worth, Texas in 2001. Shantae Mallard was driving drunk and on ecstasy when she struck Gregory Biggs, a homeless man who became lodged in her car's windshield. She then drove home, locked the car in the garage, and left Biggs to die. Mallard was eventually convicted and sentenced to 50 years in prison. This film is amazing, and I think it comes down to the amazing performances. I think both main actors, that being Mena Suvari and Stephen Ray, give some of their career best performances. You identify with both characters, and you sort of put yourself in both of their situations. They're both stuck in very different ways. You have Brandy, who hit Bardot and has the opportunities to get him some help, but knows that it will jeopardize her own career because she is under the influence and doesn't want to jeopardize anything in her life. And then you have the Bardot character who's stuck, literally stuck in her car's windshield, and is trying to free himself and get medical help. It's just so well done and executed. It's a very short film. It's only 85 minutes long, but it's so tension-filled, and just the way that Gordon directs it, between how both individuals are dealing with the current situations they find themselves in, and I think it's excellently done. I think this film should be held in just as high a regard as films like Reanimator, From Beyond, and of course like Castle Freak and Daughter of Darkness, which I'm a huge fan of as well. Stuart Gordon was a masterful director, and I think this just shows what a true talent he was, and what a horrible loss it is to the filmmaking community and the horror community, people that all supported his work. This was a terrific film. Revisiting it, I thought it was just as compelling as the first time I watched it. I definitely recommend people seeking it out. It's a terrific film, absolutely wonderful. If I had to give Stuck a rating on my scale, I would give it 5 skulls. And the fact that this is based on real events just makes it even more haunting. I know that the screenwriter mentions, there's a documentary on this, that a lot of people thought that some of the stuff they were doing in this film was absolutely ridiculous and could never have happened, and the fact that it really did happen just makes it all the more insane. This woman actually had a man lodged in her windshield and chose to let him die alone in her garage, as opposed to getting him help. I know that they mentioned that it was something that was covered extensively, but for some reason I don't remember the story at all. So when I saw this film, I was seeing it with fresh eyes, and then finding out that it was a real event just really blew my mind. But yeah, Stuck, I definitely recommend it. People need to go and seek it out. It should still be on Shudder. Like I said, I watched it quite a while ago, probably at least a year or two ago, and I was so happy I found the Blu-ray. Absolutely fantastic film. If you're able to find this Blu-ray, there's some terrific special features, interviews with the writers, the cast, director Stuart Gordon, the late great Stuart Gordon. Very saddened by his passing. Another great that we lost this year. And like I said, I wanted to do it, like I said, getting a little tribute to him. Amazing man, amazing director. I was kind of late to the game on becoming a fan of his. I didn't see Reanimator until probably about 5 or 6 years ago. So late to the game on that one, but I grew up loving movies like Daughter of Darkness. I always thought that was a fantastic film. It was one of Anthony Perkins' last films, and I thought that was a really great film. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, pay respects to the late great director. Thank you so much everyone for watching. If you guys have seen Stuck, if you're a fan of it, if you're not a fan of it, leave me some thoughts down in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks for stopping by the Horror Zone. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared.